Hey y'all, peace and love. It's raining right now, so we'll see what this connection is looking like for us. In the room, and please tell me if the connection is okay. Hey, welcome. I'm just gonna take a moment for y'all to get on in. I hope y'all are doing well. And yeah, so I'm here. It's a beautiful day. The sun was out for a moment this morning, but now it's pouring, raining. It kind of lessened a little bit, but we'll see what this connection is looking like throughout this video. So yeah, if you guys know anyone that would benefit or that can benefit from this video, be sure to invite them. If it resonates with you, share the video, and that we're sharing knowledge. That's what these times are about. Sharing knowledge. I appreciate you, Nella. Welcome. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. So this video is Dear Black People, Let Jesus Go. Woo! This has been on my mind for the longest time. Actually, much of my life. But most recently, this has been on my mind, and you know, the spirits, they have been like, look, talk about this. Like, are you gonna talk about it or not? You just gonna be disobedient? All right. So here I am. So, you know us. Most of us went to church every Sunday. Most of us, I was in church like 3 days a week, maybe even 4 days if we had some sort of revival, or we had some youth conference or pastor appreciation day or something like that. So I know what I'm talking about. I know what church life is like. I know that it could be very social. It could be very loving. And, it's because as a people, we are very community-based. That's us. We share love with each other. We socialize with each other. That is natural for us. So most of us go to church just for social reasons. A lot of people go to church just to show off. They know they fly. They know they could dress. So they want to put on their best outfit on Sunday and let everybody in the congregation see. Deacon Moore got a new tie over the weekend for Father's Day, so he gonna wear that tie. Sister so-and-so's husband just bought her new shoes, so she gonna wear the shoes, and she just picked up this outfit Saturday. So these are the things that I feel like these are the reasons why Black people go to church. Hey, welcome, peace and love. Thanks for joining us. I feel like those are some of the reasons people go to church. I also hear people say, well, I go to church just to sing. Or I go to church just to listen to the music. And as I got older, that's why I was in church. I was like, yo, these people could sing. I'm about to get all this goodness. And I found that after the choir got off the stage, I kind of wanted to leave. Like, I didn't really have any other need to stay. So I know there's some of y'all that resonate with that as well. And that is not enough reason to be in church. Church is a system. It is the system that is created by our oppressors. Like, please don't get it twisted. It's a system. Not to say that there weren't churches back in the day. I'm positive that they were. I know that there were churches back in the day, but it was different. It was to discuss spirituality. It was to discuss finances. It was to discuss whatever. It wasn't to promote this Jesus thing. It never became that until our oppressors made it that. Welcome. Thanks for joining. Our oppressors made it that. Our oppressors told us that if we didn't believe in Jesus and if we didn't worship him, then we would go to hell. And at that time, we were so far gone from our natural spirituality that we really had held on to those beliefs. And they are wholly inaccurate, okay? Church, I believe, I know, I feel, I hear that church is a system to move us from our spirituality. See, religion and spirituality are two different things. And not to say that spirituality can't be as structured as religion, because spirituality is most definitely structured if you break it down and you look at it. But I just feel like as a people, and during these times, enough is enough. Let Jesus go, okay? Jesus is somewhere like, yo, if they say my name one more time, bruh, like, Jesus somewhere about to change his whole name because y'all are not even understanding what the whole teaching is about. Jesus said that you can do all these works and more. And it's like we still go to church and we still read the Bible. I read parts of the Bible. I use my discernment to find the passages that work for me. But we go to church and we listen to our pastors. But I feel like we don't fully take in the message of Jesus. Because if we fully took in the message of Jesus, we would not be in church. We would not call ourselves Catholic and Christian and Protestant or Baptist or whatever we want to call ourselves. We would not. We would see what religion is and see what spirituality is and be like, yeah, I'm gonna go that way because this is the truth right here, this way. I feel like as a people, we have gotten so lost in this church thing, so lost in this Jesus thing. It's like we're waiting for somebody to pop out the sky and save us when we are our own saviors. We are. The whole point of the teachings of Jesus was to tell us that we are the divine. We are the personification of the divine. And because as a people, we don't walk in that truth, we deal with so many problems. I know people who've been praying for things for years. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for joining. I know people that have been praying for the same things for years. Sister Mary's still praying for a new house. Deacon Brother Joseph Bishop Brown is still praying for a new set of shoes or new legs. It's like, yo, like, you're not understanding what this whole process is. It's to take the teachings of Jesus and apply it to your life, but not to think that Jesus is this actual guy that is going to scoop you up and save you and sprinkle pixie dust and money on you. No, it's not that. And understand that Jesus was pushed as a way to imprison us, as a way to get us to forget our divinity, in a way to get us to forget our innate spirituality. We are a spiritual people. I used to go to church and I used to feel that energy. I used to be like, man, Jesus is real. Like, you feel this? I feel this. Wow, I kind of want to shout. I want to cry or something. And then as I got older, it's like, that's not Jesus. That energy I feel is not Jesus. That energy is coming from us. It's our energy. It's our power. It's our magic that is moving through the church. And we're feeling it and we're feeding off of each other because we are spiritual beings. We are multidimensional beings. And we connect. And we thrive off of community and we thrive off of that connection. What else? I wrote some things down so I wouldn't forget. There's a lot of thoughts be flowing through me, y'all. Bear with me. So we have spiritual practices that have been passed down from generation to generation, right? Even most of us who go to church, there's things that we do that aren't religious, that the church didn't teach us at all. We just do them. We just know to do this. Oh, say it this way and claim it. Say it that way and you got it. Like, church doesn't push that. We just know that that's a fact. We just know that we can call on a power and things can happen for us, right? I want my people, my beautiful people, I want y'all to let Jesus go because I want you to be able to know yourself. Know yourself. Like, a lot of my people, we're in church and we're sweating Jesus because we don't really know ourselves. Because if we knew ourselves, we would be like, yo, I could do the same shit Jesus did. Like, what? Like, Jesus is not my savior. That's the homie. Hey, peace and love. Thank you for joining. Like, Jesus is the homie. Jesus is coming through with this message, empowering me to let me know that I can do great things. I can do them. Okay? And then when we do work hard and we put in our work to get the things that we want, we thank Jesus. And it's like, but did you thank yourself too? because you had to put your energy into creating a certain thing. You had to connect with certain people and certain energies and certain spirits for a certain thing to be brought about. It really has nothing to do with Jesus. Like, can you think about that though? Like, just think about that. What else did I say? Or what else did I write? So Christianity, Jesus was given to us as a system of oppression. It was a system to keep us away from our true spirituality, while the people who oppress us use our spirituality against us. They do. They use our magic. We have magic. I don't care what you believe. We know how to tap into that ether. We know how to tap into that spirit and bring about certain things. Don't get it twisted. Know who you are. So our oppressors use our magic and our spirituality to keep us down. And they're laughing while we go to church and we think Jesus is going to come out the sky and save us. No, it's never worked like that. Our ancestors were never about that life. Never about that. They was like, Jesus who? Like, look, I mixed these roots together. I lit a candle and I said what I had to say and things happened. Period. And that's what our spirituality is. It is tapping into the God essence inside of us. It is tapping into the divine. We are God. We are the divine. That is the whole teaching of Jesus. The whole teaching of Jesus. When I think about my beautiful people sitting in church, I'm like, yo, they don't know who they are. They still don't know who they are. They still don't know who they are. Like, oh my God. Like, I be damn near in tears because I'm like, yo, like they don't really see what's going on here. And church is really just, man. Church is just a feeding ground for these spiritual parasites, okay? You cry in church, they suck that up. Your ego comes out in church, they suck that up, okay? That energy start moving, these spiritual parasites, they suck that up. It empowers them. You're giving your powers away when you go to church. Yo. And I sound so passionate because I am so passionate. Like, this thing, man, ooh, it gets me. And I hear spirit all the time like, man, all our people, they still in church. They don't get it. And it's like, if you're still in church and you say that you read the Bible, I don't really believe you. Like, I don't believe that you do. Because the Bible is literally telling you who you are. It's telling you who you are. A lot of the passages are lies. Because we already know that, right? Our oppressor took a Bible. And if they take anything and alter it and give it back to you, you already know what that's about. It means that the original was so powerful that they didn't want you to have it. So they had to adjust and alter it and put false news into it and give it back to you so you could believe this new information, okay? So there are some passages that are inaccurate. Use your discernment, tap into spirit, figure out where they're at, and disregard them. Okay, a lot of the passages though are telling you what you're about. Okay, they're stories, they're parables, they're metaphors. They're like, yo, Noah moved this water because you can move water. Jesus turned wine or water into wine because you can turn water into wine. Like, because you have the power of alchemy, because you can do that. That's the let's see, did I go out? Okay, I'm back. That's what it's trying to tell you. It said, oh, he walked on water because you can walk on water, my people. Listen, like, it's easy. Like, there's so many things that, and I'm like, oh, we're back. Okay. There's so many things that have happened to me throughout my life where I'm just like, I think that was me. like when I first got to Costa Rica, I kind of wasted money taking a bus somewhere because I wasn't paying attention. So I took the wrong bus. I ended up wasting like $15 or $10 to $15 or something like that. So I was a little annoyed. So I'm sitting on the bus on the way back to the station and I'm like, somebody about to put money in my hand. Watch. Somebody gonna put money in my hand because I needed to replace it. And it might have been ego, oh well. But I was like, somebody's about to put money in my hand. When I tell you I got off at that bus station, the bus station didn't accept debit card. I had ran out of cash. I wasn't responsible. I didn't plan this. And I couldn't use my card. The bus was about to leave like in 5 minutes. It would have taken me almost 10 minutes to walk to the ATM. And I'm standing there, I'm just like, wow, mama, like, wow, like, what am I supposed to do? Okay, I might have to get like a hostel or a hotel for the night. And then I'm like, nah, like, no. This lady, the only lady there who spoke English, well, to me, walked up to me, asked me what was wrong, and put $20 in my hand. So I'm like, yo, look at that. There's so many instances of that in my life, and I did not call on Jesus. I didn't ask Jesus or any of the apostles to come through. I just spoke my truth and said somebody is going to put money in my hand today. And they did. We have power inside of us. What we speak becomes our reality. So I do want to also say, be careful what you speak. Be careful what you think, because it becomes you. Like, you are what you eat. You are what you think. You are what you constantly think about. It's creating your reality. That is why these powers that be, these influential people, that is why they're suppressing us with religion and Jesus. Because they know who we are. They know who we are better than we know who we are. They know that we are the divine personified. They know that anything we think manifests into our lives. They're not creators, they're destroyers. We are the creators. That's literally what Jesus said. Are you paying attention? Let Jesus go. Use his teachings, but don't use him as some sort of knight in shining armor for you. Now, I will say there's a lot of people who were led to church because they needed some sort of community or help. They needed a way to redirect them. Maybe they had an alcohol problem, or they were homeless, or they experienced domestic violence in their lives, and so, or abuse in their lives, so they go to church, and that ends up being their salvation. I understand that, and that's awesome. Kudos to you. But please understand, once you get to a certain point, you're going to have to see things for what they are. See things for what they are, and see people for who they are. You're employing your pastor. You're employing your pastor. And I don't want to bust no shots on pastors. I don't. I truly don't. Most of them are beautiful people. Some of them are beautiful people. A few of them are beautiful people. But you're employing your pastor to not really teach you everything that's in the Bible anyway. He's not. He's not. He doesn't get paid to really teach you the Bible and Jesus. He gets paid to teach you what he was taught and what his oppressors gave him in his ancestry. He's teaching y'all that. He's not really teaching y'all like, hey, y'all coming here every Sunday, but y'all don't need me. I've never met a pastor that said that. Have y'all? I really want to know, actually. Have y'all heard a pastor actually say, like, why are y'all even coming to church? Y'all don't need me? I really want to know. So if you have, put that in the comments. But your pastor is employed by you. I've seen so many people, they still in the projects, but they pastor just bought like $1 million home. Real talk. I still see people who barely have clothes to wear, but their pastor just bought a shiny new suit. Their pastors wear the best suit in town. He got a fresh tie every Sunday. He never repeated a tie. Meanwhile, we have holes in the bottom of our shoes. Like, something, it doesn't add up. It doesn't add up. So I really encourage y'all to take a look at church. Take a look at religion. Study it. Study the definition of religion. Study the definition of spirituality. See the difference. Feel the difference. And then you decide whatever you want to do. That's cool. That's cool. People's feelings, but I really want to say with an abundant amount of love energy, fuck your feelings and fuck your emotions, because we're talking about the truth right now. This is truth. Okay? Truth has nothing to do with emotions. It just is. So this is the truth. This is the message that Spirit has laid on me since I was like in my teens. And I'm just now like, I can't take it anymore. I cannot. I have to talk about it. I have to tell people. I see a lot of y'all on my Facebook and my Instagram and my YouTube. Y'all say these same things too. I see a lot of y'all, you're like, no, it's all about spirituality. It's never been about religion. It's never been about Jesus. It has never, ever, ever been about Jesus. It has always been about spirituality. It is always about seeing your connection to divine, knowing that you are the divine, knowing that you have a connection with the sun and the moon and the birds and the trees and the flowers, knowing that you are one, that there is no self. Like if we rock with Jesus so much, we feel like God or divinity is separate from us. It's not separate from us. We're the same. God flows through us. We are God. Divinity flows through us. We are divine. Once we realize that, this whole matrix crumbles down. Like I said, you are what you say. You are what you think. You create your reality. So if you truly believe that you are the creator that you are, and that you are the God that you are, this fake shit just drops. It withers away. It's not even real. This whole shit. All right, so I wanted y'all to know that. Let me make sure because I like I said, I jotted some things down, and okay, I do want to encourage y'all to meditate. You know, and I say this a lot. Like people told me years ago, like, oh, you really need to meditate, and I was like, I'm not meditating. Like I got things to do. I'm not sitting down and doing that. That's stupid. In reality, I realized like, yo, I actually need meditation because it's how I tap into myself. It's how I tap into my own divinity. It's how I speak with my ancestors and my spirit guides and my ascended masters and the elements and my ancestors through my bloodline and in nature, because we have ancestry in nature as well. Know that, study that. So it helps me tap into that, and then I come out of meditation like, yo, this is some bullshit. I'm about to text everybody like, yo, you see this? And so I highly recommend meditation. I recommend what do I recommend? I recommend spiritual baths, salt baths. Look up spiritual baths, because you want to connect as much as possible to your soul, to your higher self, to spirit. You want to connect as much as possible, and that would allow you to see things for what they are. It gives you the gift of knowing. It opens that third eye. It opens your heart chakra, where you be like, oh, well, this is the truth, but that's that bullshit. I'm going to stay away from that. I'm going to go this way. That's what it does. And once you do that, you could be like, yo, I never needed religion. I've actually never needed Jesus. Like the whole start of my spiritual path was actually when I stopped going to church. Like when things, peace and love, thank you for joining, y'all. Things started to fall into my place like magic when I left the church. When I decided like, yeah, this is not for me. It doesn't resonate with me. I sometimes used to get in trouble in church because I used to love Bible study, because I love the pursuit of knowledge. I love to learn. I like to share it. I know how I can apply it to my life. I was asking way too many complicated questions in Bible study, and the pastor got a little upset. I remember that like it's yesterday. I was like, well, maybe I should stop asking questions that this man can't answer. And then I'm like, well, why can't he answer these questions if he's a messenger of God? It didn't make sense. Y'all following the thought process, right? You have to think for yourself, bruh. Like, I feel like I'm yelling at y'all, but it's all love. You have to be able to think for yourself. Don't ever let anybody tell you anything without researching for yourself. I don't care what it is. They could tell you right now, hey, the sky's blue. Don't believe shit. Don't believe that. Find out for yourself. Is the sky blue? It might not be blue. It might be purple. You know what I'm saying? So I want y'all to apply that thought process to every aspect of your life. No matter what. No matter what. Because people just say things. A lot of people just repeat things, especially with this Jesus thing, right? We've been repeating this Jesus thing for generations. It's tradition. A lot of us won't stop going to the same church our grandma went to because it's nostalgic to us. It brings up memories. That's not a good enough reason to go to church. It's not. So make sure you're following the right traditions that resonate with your soul and with your higher self. And a lot of us, we're sitting in church miserable as hell. We're sitting in church where you're supposed to feel all this love, and we're so miserable. We experience so much discontent within us, and we wonder why. It's because you have religion, but you lack spirituality. You have religion, but you lack spirituality. Okay? Your physical is sitting in that church, but your higher self is in the astral realm. Like, what is this baby doing? Like, I wish this baby would wake up so that we could be happy. Real talk. Real talk. And I feel a lot of y'all too. I'm like, yo, they need to get up out of church. They need to get up out of church, because you'll be able to have so much love for yourself. You'll be able to find out who you truly are, what your life's purpose truly is, when you stop wishing and hoping for some Jesus guy to come and save you. Realize that you're your own savior. On my YouTube channel, Nature Girl Neo, I have one of my first videos, one of my spoken word videos is like, it says that, like, I became my own savior, and that's when my whole life started changing. When I was able to see things for what they are, like, yo, I'm living in a box. I don't like this. Like, I just literally placed my whole soul in a box. No wonder I'm unhappy. No wonder I'm emotional eating. No wonder why I'm going through toxic relationships and boyfriends. No wonder, like, I have no idea who I am. Once I found out who I was, baby, don't play with me. You can't play with me, because I know who I am. I know where I come from. I know I am the personification of the divine. I am a sovereign being. I am a supreme being. I am multidimensional. And the multidimensional being does never credit someone outside of them for their salvation or for their strength. Nah, we don't do that. We know where our power comes from. We know where it was given. A lot of us inherited a lot of spiritual gifts and clairvoyance and psychic gifts from our ancestors. It didn't come from Jesus. Jesus didn't swoop down and give you psychic powers. In any event, in religion, it tells you that psychics are evil anyway. So come on now, like, study yourself. Know who you are. You know, not all of us resonate with the Orishas. Not all of us resonate with hoodoo or voodoo, and they make you think that it's so evil. Meanwhile, they practice it while you just look stupid sitting in church praising Jesus. They're practicing your ancestral spirituality to oppress you. As soon as you start practicing your spirituality, they disappear. You dodge bullets. I like to say that. You dodge that bullet like Neo. You dodge that shit. You crumbled their whole matrix. They can't do nothing without you. You're their creator. You created the matrix for them. So know that. I'll do a video on that too. That's one of the videos that's weighing on me that I gotta get off me. So I'm gonna do a video on that. I'm gonna go up. I'm gonna scroll up. Hey, peace of love. I appreciate the love, y'all. I'm gonna scroll up, see what y'all talking about. Are there any questions? I don't want to be on here too long. I just want to get in, get out. Give y'all truth and go about my business and get these downloads and these uploads. So let me see. Good teaching all. Thank you, King Stone. Thank you. Hello, my beautiful sister Laquita. Hello, y'all. Hello, Tiffany. Peace and love. Thank y'all for sharing. All right, so I'm gonna scroll down. I don't think I missed anything up there. Damn, she going in. This is something that's really passionate to me. It means a lot to me because I could see so much. Like a lot of y'all see so much. A lot of y'all, nobody could get over on you unless you just allow them to, because you're tired or you're like whatever, or you're not walking in your power. But man, like, I knew this stuff for a long time, and it's time to start sharing it. It is 2018. You know, the portals is opening, cosmic shifts are happening, planets is moving around. Our ascended masters are walking right here and now. Many of y'all are the ascended masters. Many of y'all are these spirit guides, these light workers, these way showers. Come through. Show up and show the fuck out, because the people need you. Our people need you to speak your truth and not without any care in the world. I couldn't care less. I just spit. That's how you know it's real. I couldn't care less how somebody feels about what I say. And I'm a Libra too. I'm truth and justice. So I'm gonna speak the truth regardless. And I'm sweet too, so I might say it a little nice. But when I'm passionate about something, I say it, and it is what it is. That's it. So you either get with it or you get gone. It's the Latin term which means a legal system. See, murder, come through, talk about it. See your question right here. How do you approach people who don't care how much sense you make? They still defending Christianity. Well, I always recommend people to speak your truth no matter what. No matter what. There's so many lies out here, yo. Our whole system is based on lies. Babylon, the Matrix, is all based on lies and illusion. That even a little tiny teensy bit of truth can make a difference. So I encourage people to speak their truth and not give a fuck. Like, don't care. Like, make sure you're not disrespecting other people. Make sure you're still in your love energy and all of that. But we are a people of justice. We are a people of truth. Okay? So do that. Walk in that. And everybody else has no choice but to follow along, because like I said, the more you talk, the more you think, the more you create the reality for you. Okay? In this place, it's all about energy and vibrations. So as soon as you walk in a room with your truth, you don't even have to say anything. People start feeling that energy. They're like, ooh, something going on around here. Okay? So that's what I tell people. Like, just do that. Just do that. But spirituality is you either born with it or not. Michael. Am I saying your name right, Michael? We are spiritual beings having a human experience. We're all innately spiritual, but I feel like certain things come about, or the system that we live in, our environment, they kind of suppress us, and they kind of, we're fed lies. It's not true. And really, I feel like a lot of us Black people, we go through so much frustration and suffering because it's our journey to our true divinity and spirituality that has the power to shift things on this planet. It's that journey. It's that forward movement. A lot of us are still going to be suffering with the things that we're going through, but many, many, many of us are waking up to who we truly are, and we see what's up. So our forward movement into reaching our divinity and reaching our higher self is what's going to help other people. So, and I really emphasize working on yourself. Who said that? Yep, Rod Johnson. I just saw you that you said that. I really emphasize working on yourself, because once you know yourself, it's like, okay, you don't too much have to worry about other people. You know, a lot of us are naturally humanitarians and spiritual, that we have this deep connection to humanity and helping others. You know, we're light workers. Excuse me. But at the same time, be mindful that you're not going up and out of your way to push a message. Our job is to plant a seed and leave it alone. Okay? And we may water it just by living our own truth. That's how we water the seed. We don't stand over the seed and wait for it to grow. Like, all right, are you doing it yet? All right, get to it. Now, we don't force our thoughts, or we don't force our messages and our truth onto other people. We just speak our truth and we leave it, you know? So that's that. That's what that's about. I don't think I ignored your statement, C-Murder. I think I really just answered it. For newlies, okay, Zachary said, for newly awakened, where does one start on the path to African spirituality? Well, I will tell you, African spirituality didn't resonate with me. When I moved out here to Costa Rica, there was a Yemaya statue in Puerto Viejo. It's the Caribbean side of this country. And that energy pulled me, where I was riding my bike, and then I had to stop, like, what was that? And I went back, and it was a huge statue of Yemaya. So that led me down a path to studying Yemaya just a little bit more. But that has been in realizing that me and Yemaya are divinely connected, and that is why she reached out to me. But the other Orishas and all of that, it doesn't resonate with my spirit. I do know, like, with my family lineage, our most recent ancestry is the Americas. Okay, yes, life started in Africa, but really, Africa is not just the continent Africa, just so we know that. I may have to do another video about that part, but our most recent generations are from the Americas. So I feel like that is why I never resonated with African spirituality. Okay, so I mean, that's all I could really say about that. What has pulled me and has been drawn to me and has called out to me are hoodoo, these roots, these herbs, these flowers. That's what's pulled me. Shamanism has pulled me, and not even because I am an American native, but just because that's one of my spiritual missions. You know, and a lot of that information was found in studying my birth chart. I highly recommend a birth chart. I say it all the time. It's like a file on you. It'll tell you your path to ascension. Your astrological energy will tell you what your soul's purpose is in this life and how to overcome obstacles to really reach your divinity and your higher self. So yeah, so that's what I say. African spirituality, I respect it and I love it. Oh my God, I would love, and one day I will go to Africa and learn the natural medicine, the earth medicine, because that's what resonates with me. I want to encourage y'all to find what resonates with you and follow that, and don't let anybody sway you. If your soul is saying, yeah, I like this, then that's what your soul is saying, you know, and nobody could really take that from you. Black means death. Yeah, this whole term black is really made up. We have never been black people. In fact, growing up, a lot of my family has been like, yo, we've never been black. We don't know what that is. African American, no, that was created. So that's a whole nother video, because that's gonna take a lot to get. Yeah, Clyde, let Jesus go for real. These pastors need to tell their congregations this. They do. And you know what's interesting? Most pastors are scholars. Okay, there the connection go. Most pastors are academics. And I intuitively know that a lot of them know that, you know, religion and Jesus has nothing to do with nothing. A lot of these pastors know that. And some of the pastors are just regurgitating information that they were told since they were babies. So there's that. Again, don't go to your church and beat up your pastor and tell him Tiara told you. Like, no, don't do that. It's all peace and love. Walk in your heart chakra energies and take it for yourself. All right, and hold that and walk your life in that truth. Okay, other people will follow along or they won't, and that's that. Everybody has their role to play in this game of life. So don't judge other people for whatever role that they're playing. Just know that it starts with you, and it's not what they do, it's what you do. What are you about? What that soul look like? You know, make sure you stay on top of that. So thank you, Clyde. That was good right there. Death isn't real. That's right. Death is a complete illusion. Don't let anybody scare you into thinking that you're gonna die. Like, what? Man, I could be on here forever, but I need this to upload to my YouTube channel, so I can't be too long. Wait a minute. Let's see. Ra, when did she say she's a part of? I'm not a part of any religion. Growing up, I was raised Christian. I went to a Protestant school, and then I went to a Catholic school, private schools. So, which I'm really grateful for. You know, there are no mistakes in our life. I'm really grateful for that, because I was able to see different aspects of religion, like different paths of religion, and realize ain't none of them for me. So that helped me. I was that little kid in the private Catholic church that was not gonna eat the body of Jesus and drink the blood of Jesus. Like, who? Why? What? Who does that? I'm not drinking anybody's blood. That's crazy. Y'all some vampires out here. Like, I was a young kid, like, low-key getting in trouble because I was just anti-everything. Like, my inner knowing was real. Like, nah, you're not gonna get me to do that. Like, that's cannibalism. I don't do that. Yes, sir. Yes, Michael. Yes, definitely wish to listen to you more. Absolutely. My YouTube channel is Nature Girl Neo. There's a bunch of videos uploaded on that. My website is TiaraSharde.com. My Instagram is Nature Girl Neo. And I think that's all my links. If you want to email me, you can contact me through my website. Like if you have a real deal thing you want to talk about, I kind of want to take it off the messenger or the social medias a little bit. I kind of want the email so that it's like feels more legit to me, like for some reason. I'm gonna expand on that at some point, but yeah, hit me up. I'm really I'm truly approachable, and I love the pursuit of knowledge. I like to share knowledge with people. If a lot of y'all on Facebook, y'all some oracles too. I had so many oracles and prophets hit me up. It's like real recognize real, and y'all share information with me, and I share it with everybody else once I know, because I know it's true. My soul is like, yeah, that's the truth. So I share with y'all. So I really encourage y'all who resonate with this. If you have something to say to me, say it. If you have something to say to other people, say it. If you have a message that you need to get out to the world, please do it. It is 2018. Ain't no room for being scared right now. We need our spiritual warriors to step the fuck up and tell our people what things really are, and how to get out of this matrix and get out of this Jesus consciousness that has been keeping our people down for generations. So yeah, y'all, I'm gonna get out y'all face. I was real close talking to y'all like that. But so yeah, so this will be uploaded on my YouTube channel, Nature Girl Neo. A lot of y'all have been reaching out to me with birth charts. I'm sorry if I'm taking so long getting to the birth charts, but I like to put my all into my work, and I use my intuition as well with those birth charts. So I take all your signs and all your planets and put those together and do the houses, and then I use my intuition to let me know or to tell you what you can do, what strategy you could come up with to overcome some of the challenges in your birth chart, as well as how you can efficiently reach your higher self and get to your divinity. So definitely hit me up on my website, TiaraSharde.com, if you want some help. And that's that. Yeah, thank you. Welcome, Brandon. Peace and love. I am wrapping this up. I'm gonna post this. It's going to be posted on my YouTube channel, so it's gonna be posted on Facebook as well as my YouTube channel. So make sure y'all check it out. If it resonates with you, share it. If you have a truth to tell, put it in the comments or put it on your own page. If you don't believe me and you want to research for yourself, I rather you do that. Like I said, I don't want you to believe anything I say ever. Don't ever believe anything anybody says. Do your own research. You know, consult your own inner knowing, and then and you get to the truth that way. So all right, y'all, I'm gonna wrap this up. Y'all so beautiful. Why y'all so beautiful? I love y'all. Peace and love. Mwah.